Hi, I'm Dr. Bart and I'll be your product management teacher. This was supposed to be a 1,500 subscriber special, but yay, 2,000 subscriber special instead. So, since you really like the ultimate product manager definition video, this one will be the ultimate skill set of a product manager that I have compiled thanks to your help, to the people that follow me on LinkedIn. It was a very successful post. I thank everyone for contributing. And without further ado, let's go ahead. So here's the post. We have the post ready. We have the word ready to type in the skill set as we go through it. And let's see what we can put together, shall we? I started with saying that the communication is a very important skill. I did ask for one person, but I got several from other people, and that's okay. The more, the merrier. But coming back to the communication, I always say that the very mediocre product manager can be elevated by excellent communication. A very successful, very talented one will not be recognized if his communication is poor. So let's see now. Charles from Microsoft, that I really enjoy talking to and working with. For me, it's learning, the ability to learn new skills, learn people, environment, learn from mistake. Definitely, we, the product managers, have to be always learning. That's Bob the cat. You've probably seen him a few times already on those videos. So, learning it is. Thank you, Charles. Giuseppe. There are many important skills, but for me, I'd say it's listening. It's a key to pay attention and listen well what your customers are saying so that you can read between the lines and find the actual problem. Definitely going to the list. This is an excellent contribution. Evelyn, communication, supporting my point of view. Let's see what she has to say. This unique skill determines the success of the product, the entire organization, and the product manager in person. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's not only about making sure that your stakeholders that are closest to you know, but if you are great at communicating, you will always get your users and clients to be excited about the product. Thank you, Evelyn. Moshe, I'm not sure, I guess it's Moshe. And he is excellent at propagating product management knowledge. You should follow him, definitely. Although communication is somewhere on the top, I'd say that it's not the number one. To me, the top skill would be the ability to understand complex system problems and separate the important stuff from the less important and prioritize. Without this, no matter how good you can communicate, if you communicate the wrong thing in a brilliant way, you might be a better salesperson. And that's absolutely correct. Prioritization. I would say that communication is only a good skill like to become a valued product manager. It doesn't guarantee you creating a great product, and that's a very great point. Pooja says it's empathy because you're working with people, not machines, and you need to make sure that you can create a very high morale, well-oiled team. That's correct, of course. Consensus-based decision-making. Let's see what's next. Innovation-based product development over backlog-based target chase. Let's stick to simple phrases so it's easy for everyone to consume. Consensus-based decision-making is something that I would definitely add to the list, but I'm not sure how to put it in a single word that would help. Let's put leadership. I know it's not exactly what Pooja said, but a good leader will have the team's consensus. Problem-based thinking. I would even call it a problem focus or obsession, that you are not thinking about, as a PM, about tech, about the complexity. You are there to solve a problem at the best possible way. And that's what I hope Ali meant in his response. Makarand, the ability to justify top line over COGS, ironic in itself. So I would say that's another way to put the problem focus. Yeah, I had to look up what COGS is. That's a cost of goods sold. That you don't know every possible shortcut, the abbreviation there is in the world. Listening, how to say no without offending or hurting the person who presents the ideas. That sounds like two skills connected, but I will say it's ability to say no, but we have to find a better, not ability to say no, but how can we justify it better? How about we split it into two? Let's make it confidence. And here is where my OBS crashed apparently, or something happened that my video has stopped. So we'll be having a bit of spoilers because the list is now completed, but I'll still go through the comments and continue on. So let me switch to the other view. Okay, so hopefully it won't break this time. And I said okay, so I put confidence, and the other part is data driven, because if you can say no, then you also have to say why you can't say no. So apart from confidence, we also need data drivenness and transparency that are already on the list. With that, we can always say no with confidence, but we can also say why we said no. So it makes sense for your stakeholder and builds trust. Himanshu says communication period, but not the end of the video, but unlike what the software wanted. It depends. We all said that at some point, didn't we, folks? So, and you can't be a great product manager without lots of skills and talent. Sometimes my technical knowledge, and that's like important bit from the previous recording, that technical skills only appeared so far into the actual list. So it's incredible that so many people think that you need to be very skilled at tech, and indeed you don't as a great product manager. And there's another video to help to reinforce that. It's asking whether the product manager needs technical background. Nah, I leave the link somewhere here-ish. And let's move on. Hitesh says, product manager skill is to know how make things in easier way, less time and less consumption of goods. Product manager skilled, so effective and efficiency, I would say. Efficiency. Lean, agile. Let's put it like this. It's those are a few parts, so yeah. Actually, then it's good that the OBS crashed, because I think I missed that on my first recording. So, Mithun, take proactive approach in predicting failures and define solution around it. So that's our problem orientation, problem focus. Understanding the end user point of view, and most important for long-term PM role. Okay, so that's something I excluded from empathy as user empathy, because there's not a lot of users here and like clients in this list, so let's make sure that a great product manager has them in mind. Parag, be user advocate. That's our user empathy. flexibility. So that's efficiency, lean, agile. But I also think that it's very much the goal orientation, that you want to get things done and you're ready to adjust to whatever happens on your way. And by the way, Artemis, awesome name. And the final angel of this post says that he appreciates the post. Well, so do I, thank you. It appears that when I restarted my video, I lost some of the skills that were there on the list and never came back to them, and they were on the document, but I never spoke about them. So I'm here from the future while editing, and here's the remaining skills that I failed to mention in the video that were given to me by the people I asked for help. So first thing lost was collaboration, which is very important for a PM, because you shouldn't put yourself above your team. You should be on their level. You are just another member of the team trying to make a great product, and having this collaboration instinct, having the ability to get people together to create better ideas, better solutions, really helps out day to day. Now, I also missed passion, which was there, and passion is needed, but it's not like the most important part. You need passion for any job you'll be doing, because otherwise it will be boring and painful. And if you like what you do, then you're having fun all the time. So that's pretty important to be a good product manager and not just the person who does the job right. Data analysis is another very important skill. I'm surprised I didn't notice that when recording that I didn't mention it. And it allows you to find the right answers to the question asked. It doesn't have to be that you are the master user of your analytical suite, but you have to have the ability to know what to ask for. You need to understand the data, and you need to understand whether they can be trusted or not. And also you need to be able to set the right metrics to measure certain problems and the resolutions. It's very complex, and I think that it should make a video on its own. There's a very popular video here on the channel about that, link somewhere here, and storytelling can be easily wrapped under communication. However, it's also a skill on its own. Like, you can be able to communicate correctly and clearly, but in a boring way, or a way that can be a bit confusing. Storytelling is the subset of communication that makes it all understandable for everyone, engaging, that helps people understand what you mean and be on board with it. So you are able to choose just the right words and put them in the right context, use the right actors. Again, okay, it's mostly communication, but it's so important for product managers that I think that it deserves its own entry. And finally, goal-oriented is what I originally, not originally, on that second take called efficiency, lean, agile. So let's remove that and leave the goal orientation. Because really, lean, agile is all about achieving goals within some limited scope, limited possibilities, resources, human power. It's about achieving what you want despite having certain limits, despite not being able to do it at the full scope or at the original plan. It's still on your mind to do it. So be goal-oriented, know what you want to achieve, and be able to go cutting corners, being very creative, thinking out of the box, just to get that thing you need to get to the users. So I filled in the blanks. I'm now giving voice back to the past bot. Take it away. So there you have it. a list of almost 20 skills that define a great product manager, and I agree with all of them. In fact, I'm now thinking that I need to update my all the skills for product managers video to like get through the whole list and tell you more about them. But yeah, that's an awesome result. Thank you everyone for participating. Thank you, dear viewer, for being here on this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll be here with future episodes soon. In the meantime, if you want to become a great product manager, be sure to check out my Udemy and Skillshare courses. Links are now on the screen, and I hope that soon you will become a better product manager or product manager at all with my help. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.